YouTube. And we have the Instagram. We're good to go. It's your morning espresso. Oh, excuse me. Alright. We can do this. We can do this. We can pull through. We can shake that toe in the bed. Oh. All of the days and all of the ways in all of the spaces and all of the places, I get it. Yeah, I get it. Had a mental breakdown and couldn't be sedated. Hospital morphine couldn't stop my body shaking. Now I'm the fucking junkie. I'm the fucking junkie. I'm the fucking junkie. I'm the fucking junkie. High in the lane and drunk and in pain. Nothing will shut up. Every breath is a strain. I was only trying to escape my own head. I was only trying to escape my own head. Had a mental breakdown and couldn't be sedated. Hospital morphine couldn't stop my body shaking. Now I'm the fucking junkie. I'm the fucking junkie. I'm the fucking junkie. I'm the fucking junkie. All of the way. All of the ways. All of the ways. All of the ways. I'm a fucking junkie. 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 That was so good. VeganSteven Podcast is a parody podcast. VeganSteven is a fictional character. All guests are allegedly fictional characters. All characters in the show, even though it's based on real people, are in... How did I get this wrong every single day? All characters and events in this show, even though it's based on real people, are entirely fictional. Celebrity voices are impersonated. Poorly. The following program contains coarse language and due to its content should not be viewed by anyone. This is the VeganSteven Podcast, the #1 podcast promoting positive mental health. It's not just for vegans, it's every day. I am your host, VeganSteven. We are currently live everywhere. We're live on iTunes, we're live on the YouTubes, we're live on Instagram, we're live on the Sounds, we're live on Teletext, we're live. Are you a junkie? Yes, says Homa Atta. Oh, jeebers. Today's date is the 12th. No, it's not. It's the 10th of the 12th, 2019. And the time is 12:41. Today we're talking about that little thing that you want to stop doing, where it's having a cup of tea. You want to give up drinking tea for Lent, or whatever you're into. Hood mama. Fair play to you, hood mama. You're looking well. I like what you're doing with your hair. I can tell this was meant to be. I can tell this was meant to be, hood mama. I can tell. All music is free via streaming. Podcasts are free. Merch. Patreon, 200 blippers for a hat. All those things. And we got some MA/things. Alright, we're going to be looking at the news today. We're going to have a look at some current affairs. We're going to have a look at some Russia today. But I think everyone has something they want to give up, even if it's, sucking your thumb, or whatever you're into, drinking one too many cups of coffee a day. It's that dependence, that chemical dependency, or whether it's an emotional dependency, whether it's not being able to go to sleep unless you have that cat with you at your toes, or all sorts of stuff. I guess I'm trying to talk about a crutch. I think I'm trying to talk about a crutch. because something to hang on, something that people like. I'm hanging on to this cup of coffee for dear life right now. I'm like, please, you're my only hope, coffee. I can't do this podcast alone. Cup of coffee. Do you know what I mean? And then some people think, oh, if I don't have my cup of coffee or whatever my crutch is, I can't do. Would you like a tissue? I can't. People think, oh, I can't do whatever because I don't have. Maybe because I don't have a boyfriend, because I don't have a girlfriend, because I don't have a car, because I don't have. Yeah, I think you're. Well, in a way, what I'm saying is anyone else's throat really sore after singing that song? Oh my word. I forgot to do the vocal warm-ups. Well, every day I forget to do the vocal warm-ups. Here's a trick for you. If you get a sore throat, just eat a banana or something to lube up the old throat ways. If you're an absolute bowl boy like me, I drink water constantly. That way I can make mistakes with my throat and it'll be more forgiving. Because if your throat is dry and you pull your voice, you're kind of fucked. But if you keep yourself lubed up, it'll be alright. Yeah, how a lot of the old rock stars got away with it was they kept drinking beer on stage or vodka or whatever. And they'd be screaming and then they'd just be like, oh geez, I think I pulled a muscle there, have a sup of beer. A lot of it's just about keeping the throat relaxed. A lot of everything's about keeping relaxed, isn't it? Pull a muscle. My rock muscle. Oh, jeez, won't be able to rock out tomorrow. Oh, no. All those things, you know. Whew. So, it's not so much comfort zones I'm after. It's after some kind of crutch, some kind of mental crutch. For me, sometimes that is smoking. I like smoking. I don't smoke tobacco. Tobacco and nicotine are very bad for you, but I may smoke something. Who knows? Allegedly, what goes on. I enjoy a lot of coffee as well. So they'd be my two crutches. I'd feel like, oh, I can't do the podcast because I haven't had, 3 cups of coffee, and I can't do. When really, the coffee doesn't mean anything. The smoking doesn't mean anything. Like, if you can't do a podcast, you can't do a podcast. It doesn't matter if you have 3 cups of coffee. Like, if you go up to some kid right now, right? So in my head, or whatever, I can't do the podcast unless I have 3 cups of coffee. Ran out of allergy tablets. You know what it's like. Right? But the thing is, if I find out some kid and just said, listen, here's 3 cups of coffee, this is all you need to do a podcast for an hour, you'll mysteriously be able to know what to do. That's like obviously like bullshit, but in my own mind I think that I can't do the podcast without 3 cups of coffee. You know what I mean? And now I'm eyeing up looking for a 4th cup of coffee because I'm like, oh man, I don't think 3 cups are going to do it today. Do you know what I mean? So it's this kind of weirdness of putting your own emotions in external factors. When you don't really, I know this sounds very, very wishy-washy and very yoga kind of breathe into the pain kind of talk, but you really don't need things to do other things. Sure, like you need food and yeah, I don't know. Just yeah, humans think that they can't do stuff. Like for example, I thought I wouldn't be able to play piano unless I had a really like a big cool piano, because I was like, fuck, I won't be able to be inspired unless I have a big expensive piano, or people won't think I sound good unless I have a really expensive piano. This was all thoughts that went around in my head, right? So I thought I needed a very nice piano in order to learn piano. So I'd be thinking to myself, right, if I want to learn piano, I'd be thinking of all the reasons I can't learn piano, and I've just come up with excuses of why I can't play piano. Alright, I'm going to jump to the end of the story and hopefully work backwards, but in the end I just got this little piano. There's just a little toy piano, and you can get them like in a lot of shops for like €50. If you want to go second hand, you get them for €20. And you can also check out the Create Now merch to buy your own pianos, white pianos and so on. But the instruments just don't matter. It's crazy. It's all about your own mind. Like, Do you know what I mean? Like a cup of coffee or whatever your crutch is, whether it's a Mars bar, whether it's texting your boyfriend, whether it's what other crutches do people have? I don't know, just stuff to make them feel okay. If it's like that warm, like some people might need like a warm shower and wash their hair first thing in the morning, and then maybe the water is not working, and they're like, oh, my whole day is fucked. I didn't have a warm shower. Everyone's gonna think I'm a fucking asshole. Do you know this mad shit that goes on in people's brains? It's just fascinating. It's just fascinating. But life goes on, even without these little luxuries. Like, think about there's various kind of concentration camps to do with like political prisoners across the world. Even right now as we speak, this kind of injustice is going on, and the people survive. The people are being beat up, every day. They're being played the same song on loop, all this awful stuff, being separated from family members, and they still survive. Life finds a way somehow. Like, obviously a lot of people die and so on. It's fucking goes without saying, it's horrendous, but it's mad how life just fucking keeps going. We really don't need a cup of coffee to get through the day. We really don't. Like, it's okay if we don't have breakfast on time and it's like an hour late. Like, we will survive. Sure, we will be a bit moody, but like, I fell into this trap of thinking, this is such a huge trap, a mental trap of thinking I need to be happy in order to do things. So I thought I couldn't perform in front of a lot of people unless I was happy, right? When in fact that's kind of bullshit, because feelings or whatever come from doing things, is what I'm saying, right? So if you're thinking, oh, I can't do this legendary drum performance because I feel like crap, excuse me, you're letting your emotions control your physical playing or whatever. So whereas if you go out in front of a lot of people, after 10 minutes you'll start to feel amazing. Do you know what I mean? The emotions come after you do the act. What I was confused about for years, and maybe some other people are confused about, is I thought I needed to be really confident to go into a situation, but in fact that situation will cause confidence or happiness or whatever. I'd be sitting down in front of the TV going, oh, I can't make a cup of coffee because is this whole conversation just about coffee? I can't get up and make a cup of coffee because I'm too sad and have no energy or whatever. Alright? Whereas if I got up, made the coffee, obviously I have enough energy to make a cup of coffee, but my own mind was like, I can't do it. I cannot get up and make a cup of coffee. I'm too tired, I'm too feeling sorry for myself, all the rest of it. Do you know what I mean? Whereas if you have that sup of coffee, you'll get that bit of energy. But regardless of what your thing is, like for me it's coffee. I really like coffee. And then playing guitar is good fun, isn't it? The old creating a music course. I think we're on 10 hours already. This playlist up there for you. Yeah. People thinking they need things to do things is mad. Fucking mad. It's fucking mad. So what I'm trying to say is, I thought I needed a really expensive piano to be good at piano. Sure, we'll keep it even more general. Alright. If you have this is going to be like really obvious and everyone's going to say, oh yeah, I know that. But subconsciously this is some mad shit that we think of. Once we take logic out of the equation and work purely off feelings. Oh. Alright, baby. I think it's time for the news. So what I'm trying to say is, if you're in a big race or whatever, and you have a nice car, it's not going to make you any better at driving. If you're in a shit car, you're still going to be a good driver. If you're in like some banger of a car, you're still going to be good at driving. If you're in a really nice car, you're going to be still good at driving, because the person I thought I spent loads of money on guitars. That's a mad picture there. I used to spend loads of money on guitars, and then I realised when I played really shitty guitars, I still sounded really good. And people were like, oh, it's a really good guitar. And I'd be like, this guitar? This costs like... This guitar has loads of holes in it. It's been set on fire. Not this guitar specifically I'm holding right now. But I'd be playing some absolute bang and people are like, oh, you're so good at guitar. And I'd be like, no, I'm not good at guitar. This is a really cheap guitar. And they'd be like, no, but you're good at guitar. And I'd be like, no, but this could... There's some weird confusion between my own ability to play and material possessions. Or external factors. Yeah. It's mad. It's just mad. It's just mad. It's just mad. Irish news top stories. Top stories. What are the FAI afraid of? Anger as soccer chiefs refuse to attend Oireachtas committee. Ireland has third highest quality of life in the world, says UN report. Footage emerges of drone dropping drugs package into exercise yard of Dublin prison. La 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 la. Let's play some. They're making use of the drones. Oh, they used to kick footballs into the prisons. They used to put drugs in a football, and they used to get a kid to kick the football over the wall into the prison, and the prisoners would burst the football, take the drugs out. There you are. There's loads of ways. Generally, they just bribe prison guards. That's generally how it's done. But some cases for sexual favours, which is kind of weird if you think of a lad wanking off a prison guard. But I don't know. Whatever. Whatever you're into, lads, fair play to you. Irish woman in her 80s dies in County Wexford. House fire. Alright. Hunt for man armed with gun after crash in transit van robbery. Independent.ie. Irish barrister, we're doing naming and shaming here. Paul Anthony McDermott has died 74. I don't know why anyone cares. Like, obviously someone died, but people die every second of the day. Like, so I don't know what steps this lad apart. Maybe he had a rich girlfriend. I don't know. Insurance scammers facing 10 years in jail for... it's not perjury, is it? P-E-R-J-U-R-Y. Alright, here's another one. Sorry, this is Irish news in case anybody wants to know. She might be the new Meryl Streep, but for Saoirse Ronan, it's all about the work. There's a picture of her fixing her hair. Alright, fair play to you. Don't know who she is, but keep rocking. Alright, moving on. Every day in the news they just seem to have a picture of Boris Johnson looking like a twat, and then they go, oh, he's a big city man. Well, I got some bad news to tell you, mate. He's just a scapegoat for the entire political system, but shh, we'll just pretend it's one guy with a bad haircut. Okay, moving very swiftly on before I get myself in trouble. Tuesday briefing. Toys scramble to recover from wounds. Picture of Boris Johnson holding a dead fish there. The Guardian. Moving on. Austria struggles. Campus demons gone rogue. Alright, they had this picture open yesterday, so fuck it, we'll click into it. There's a picture of a load of people in Austria wearing... it's just a Halloween. Okay. They had a Halloween party. Alright. Grand. We'll get over it. Moving on. Oh my god, the journal.ie. The journal. Oh, fucking hell. They got a picture of injections. This is still working? It's still working. Okay, they got a picture of injections here, ladies and gentlemen. Ken's, William, how are you getting on? You're looking well. Alright, number of mumps cases in 2019, 4 times higher than last year. Jesus. Is anyone else terrified of getting injections? I used to lose fucking so much. Money won't bring my... There's been a fall. Alright, there's some kind of thing about star... Anyway, we're moving on. Oh, I haven't heard the FAI apologise. Concerns of staff, players and fans after shocking FAI accounts. What the fuck is FAI? I don't know. How can we be in this scenario where we did nothing wrong and we lose our job? It's called life, bitch. Okay. Say Shane Ross. I'm gonna look up what the F something thing is. Yeah, unfortunately, you can play a victim all you want, but you're just gonna get fucked in the ass if you play a victim and be a fucking sheep. Unfortunately. Well, harsh words, I know. Okay, let's see what the FAI is. FAI is at death's door. The only government intervention can save Irish soccer. Alright, so something to do with football. Alright. Generally, if something's not making money, close it down. That's just good business, but that's why VeganSteven isn't in charge of the world, because that's how you get fucking fascists and all sorts of stuff. You let mad lads like me in charge. Moving on. Tala. Man and woman arrested after high-speed chase and collision with Garda cars. Oh, okay. Bit of Tala news 21 minutes ago. Alright. Let's see. Oh, this is journal.ie. Okay. So as far as I know, the journal.ie is some kind of it's news that has been kind of not crowdfunded, but it's news that has been voted to the top and most relevant kind of thing, apparently. I don't know. Alright. Over 1,000 new houses set to be built in Clondalkin. Alright. Next one. I did the alpha male thing of pretending all was okay. David Kilmick on the importance of opening up. Sponsored by Dairy Milk. Oh, you fucking spa. Sorry, there's nothing wrong with this lad. It's just like Dairy Milk gave him a load of money to talk about his mental health. It's kind of how this thing works. But David Gilmick, fair play for talking about it, even if you got a few bob. I'm all for earning a few bob. Sorry for being so cynical. I'm sure you're a lovely lad. You just got mentioned in the podcast, and unfortunately, if your name's in the podcast, you might be up for a slagging. Immune tragedy. 6 people killed in shooting in Czech hospital. Alright. Fair play to you. IFA. Oh, wait, hang on. Was that bad news? Oh my god. Okay. Not fair play to you at all. Okay, I wasn't paying attention while I was reading there. Alright. Cheapers. Okay. Oh, Jesus. I made a whoopsie. Let me release the press statement. VeganSteven was high on cough medicine, and he's gone to rehab for 6 months, and he apologises for cheating on his wife and not paying child support. He didn't know he was cheating in the basketball game, but what should he have done? What do you want me to do? Do you want me to apologise? Do you want me to say I was wrong? What do you want me to do? Do you want me to say I was wrong and never podcast again? What do you want me to do? Do you want me to... Oh, jeez. Do you want me to... We can confirm that the camera has shit itself, but that's the joys of being live. So if my video listeners could bear with me ever so lush. So yeah, basically I wasn't paying attention while I was reading the news, and there was some thing about a mass shooting, and I was just like, oh, fair play to you, because I wasn't paying attention while I was fucking reading. So that's how you get pulled off the fucking... Man, if I was on RTE or something, I'd just be fucking pulled out to the street and shot for doing something like that. Anyway, sure, listen, we all make mistakes. Hopefully the loyal VeganSteven fans will forgive me. Okay, we're moving on. IFA. Stagging. Last blockade outside Musgrave Distribution, County Kildare. Alright. Okay. Sometimes I feel like people who protest don't really like I protest all the time, like I'm all for protesting, but sometimes I feel people don't understand how economics works and so on, and if... Alright, I'm going to get myself in way too much trouble. But maybe if people understood how business works, they wouldn't be... Okay, moving on. Yellow status. Wind warning for entire country. Oh my word. 3 hours ago. The wind warning is issued at 7 a.m. this morning and continues until 4 p.m. Oh my word. So it's on for another 3 hours, people. Weatherspoon. New Weatherspoons in Waterford as company announces 20 million investment in UK and Ireland. The company will also be investing in Dublin. Okay. Fair play, Weatherspoons. I don't know what you do, but you obviously have a very good business model. Otherwise, you wouldn't be doing so well franchising. I think we're talking about franchising here. Right, here we go. Poll. Would you support a 3-year rent freeze in Ireland? Moving on. Football family. Alright, moving very swiftly on. Unfortunately, VeganSteven has little to no interest in sport. We all have our flaws. Okay, Dublin City Council. Coats at Halfpenny Bridge could save someone's life, says the organiser. COAT. Coats? Okay. Okay, there's coats on the Halfpenny Bridge for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, what's going on here? Take one if you need one. Leave one if you don't. It's a cold winter, yeah. Kinda confused. This is, yeah. Obviously, it's a really good idea to put alright. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's obviously an amazing idea. Like, if someone needs a coat, fucking put it up and all that, you know? People dying on the streets due to cold. I have a lot of very controversial things to say about that subject, so I might keep my mouth shut on this one. I have a lot of experiences talking to people. I don't know. Like, what happens in a lot of these situations across the world is people, whether alcoholism or heroin or whatever, is they get drunk, pass out in the snow from heroin or whatever, and they freeze to death. Not because necessarily it was cold or whatever. Well, obviously that died. Basically, they died because they fucking passed out with drugs, and yeah, I don't know. Sometimes if you try to give someone on very heavy drugs something they need, like an apple or an orange, they can say stuff like, fuck off, I only want a Mars bar. And you're like, I don't know. I've seen so many people trying to go up to homeless people in Ireland and be like, listen, do you want a banana? And they're like, I only want a Mars bar. And you're like, okay, fine. Goes without saying, I've nothing but the best intentions for the homeless and so on. But I have noticed that sometimes people on drugs and stuff can be a bit picky, a little bit picky. So, like, I've witnessed people trying to give homeless people like homemade sandwiches and stuff, and they just say, just give us a McDonald's, and they're like, okay, yeah, you can eat McDonald's, that's fine, but this is actually healthy. Do you know what I mean? This will help build up your body so you won't get cold in the winter and so on. And they're just like, nah, just give me McDonald's. And it's a whole mindset in a way, like, they obviously have very poor mental health and so on, and they're not able to think properly because they're on drugs and they're feeling sorry for themselves, and they have a background of thoughts they're trying to repress, and it's a whole big thing. It's a mess. It's an absolute mess. I don't have the right answers. So all I'm going to say is fair play to this lad for trying to do something anyway. I think a lot of people, including myself, might disagree with his method, but his heart's in the right place. And fair play to him. And hopefully I won't get in too much trouble. Man, I need to grow some fucking balls and just say, listen, this is what I have to. This is what I say, and hopefully I will have some balls. How you getting on, Leanne, man? You're looking well. I like your hair. All right, moving on. I retract my statement. Okay, anyway, feeder school. Here's why they give parents a distorted view of what constituents a decent school. Alright. Over 140,000 children living in substandard homes, warned St. Vincent de Paul. Yeah, St. Vincent de Paul. Yeah, I don't know. Personally, if I wanted to help out, homeless and stuff like that, or whatever, I give money to some people who know what they're doing, like St. Vincent de Paul, because I don't know how to help homeless people. I'm just a lad, so I'd just be like, here, you know what you're doing. I don't care if you're like 1% corrupt or whatever, every business is 1% corrupt, just fucking take the money. Because, yeah, very great charity, like, has helped out countless people, and I'm a big fan. So yeah, I don't feel very I'm not. Whatever. We're gonna keep moving. New Zealand police launch investigation into volcano tragedy. All right. Questions have emerged over why tour groups were allowed into the volcano zone. Simon Harris. Who's Simon Harris? I don't know, but he's got 1, 2, 3 microphones up in his grill, and he says Simon Harris, not worried. Quote. Aims speculation he could be next to face no confidence vote. Alright, well, who was the first lad? This is quite, I'm very behind the times, so I don't know. Opposition members are understood to be... You can tell their interests there, I'm reading the news. Opposition members are understood to be considering tabling motion of no confidence against Health Minister in the new year. I don't know. I think there might be some scapegoats. I think some people might be thrown under the bus to protect some people's other jobs. Jobs for the boys! Come on! Jobs for the boys! Come on, all aboard! There's jobs for the boys! Charity appeals to member of the public to stop donating soiled and dirty clothes. Alright. Okay. I've heard some dodgy stuff about charities. Like they collect all the clothes and they ship them off to Africa and sell these are clothes for African people or whatever, and you think, oh, okay, they're just given to people who can't feed themselves or whatever because it's a charity, and then they just sell the clothes over there. It's a business. It's like, oh, fucking hell, I thought this was a charity. Anyway, sure, who knows? Read the small print. I don't know. Water quality in almost half of Ireland's lakes and rivers deemed unsatisfactory. Yeah, there was a E. coli outbreak there, and dogs are getting sick and all sorts of stuff because allegedly sewage was being dumped into the old sea and all that stuff. Anyway, D. Forbes, whoever that is, it's fair value for 44 cents a day. RTE boss to make decent appeal to politicians over TV licence reforms. Right, I don't care. I fucking just don't care. It's fucking annoying. I think I better stop because Irish news is just fucking annoying me at this stage. Just why I don't look into the news. Alright, Shane Ross. We don't trust FAI. Don't trust them with the money. It's a basket case. Okay. Grand. Making a statement about mental health there. Very controversial. Alright, anyway, moving on. Defamation case. This is a parody of a podcast. If you take me seriously, you are a silly Billy. Couple who claimed they were defamed over dinner bill at Dublin's restaurant lose 75,000 case. Okay. Quite frankly, asking someone to pay for a meal isn't defamation, said the judge. Okay. Who gives a fuck? Who actually gives a fuck? Alright, here we go. Protester cries treason as Democrats outline impeached case against Donald Trump. Alright, we'll leave that lad to it because I'm not getting involved in that. Alright, man given 6-year driving ban. Oh my god. Following conviction for killing pedestrian. Oh my word. After drinking 12... Oh my god. Give that lad a fucking medal. He was able to drive a car after 12 pints. After 8 pints, I'd be dead. Actually dead. And then he was like, fuck it, I'll have a few more. And not only did he have a few more, he fucking drove as well. We're doing a name and shame trick here. Derek Keane was jailed for 5.5 years. Yeah, so obviously not a smart thing to do, but should we have a little look at the comments? I'd say, oh, his mother should be ashamed of him and all these things. We'll see what. Oh, the comments. Let's have a little look at the comments. Let's have a little look. He's disqualified for 6 years, but he's locked up for 5.5 of them. How does that work? By the time he's out the ban, he's almost up. That's pretty funny. So yeah, he got that's pretty funny. Insurance will put pay to him ever driving again. Alright. I don't know. Just people giving out about people. I don't know. Moving on. Woman whose mother was saved from drowning in 1953 tracks down rescuer on Liveline. Alright. There you are. Here's what happened today, Monday. There's a picture of 2 people looking feckin' like fish. Alright, we're moving on. Woman whose CEO hacked into her phone and downloaded intimate photos awarded 94k. Oh my god. I will be putting dick pics on my phone. They may not be of my penis, but I'm just gonna leave my code. If anyone wants to know my phone code, enter my phone. It's 11141. Alright. So listen, you just hack into that, and then you can leave me a check for we'll call it an even 90k. Alright, we'll forget about the 4k. So just you know where my phone is, code is 1111, and then just leave the 90k cash there. Greetings, Stephen. How you getting on? You're looking gorgeous as always. I like your pants. I like how your pants and your socks match each other. BBC and ITV journalists apologise over reports that Troy advisor was punished by Labour activist. Much woe. And no signs of life, we say. 5 killed and 8 people missing after New Zealand volcano erupts on island. Alright. A total of 33 people are still in hospital. Another 1 have been discharged. And what do these cheeky chappies have to say in the comments? We have to say that thoughts to all. I visited the place 13 years ago. Okay. There'll be rain in Kerry before the weekend. Every time there's an earthquake, it rains in Kerry shortly afterwards. Alright. There will be an earthquake in Italy soon, so says another one. Are you a geologist or are you just working from a documented pattern? Just wondering. Oh my god. Alright. That I must admit, these comments are pretty good. I'm going to look up some more comments because I'm enjoying these now. I must admit. So anytime there's a real boring story, I'm just going to look up the comments and see what the crack is. Alright, so I'm going to go look into this TV license thing and see what people have to say about TV license in the comments. Alright, a mandatory 44 cents every day for something you don't use isn't value, it's extortion. Cheapers. And here's the top comment, perhaps. It says, Sorry, this is to a TV licensing, alright? Oh, we have some more comments here on the live feed. It's just me, so I will work on my cheeky comment skills. Fair play to you. I don't understand why RTE has not done this yet. 65 million people all over the world are after eligible for Irish residency. Why not Netflix the crap out of the RTE player? Put the entire RTE catalogue online. Yeah, well, they have to pay for licensing, and it's a lot more complicated than that, buddy. But I like your idea. There's so much content available. Yeah, well, every time they play a film, they have to pay money. You know what I mean? It doesn't really work like that. That's why everything ever made isn't on Netflix, because they have to pay every single. They have to pay royalty. Everything that's on. If they want a big show like Friends on Netflix, they can only afford to have like some of the seasons and for some months, and only in some countries. All right. So in Ireland, for example, they can only they can only pay for the whole Netflix season. I don't know, for 6 months, and that would cost them, I don't know, $1 million or 2 million or 3 million, 4 million, or whatever you have going, you know. That's how that works. We're having serious troubly wobblies here. So yeah, great idea. Obviously, it would not work as a business model, but like if you wanted that business model, instead of paying 44 cents a day, you'd be paying a fuckload more a day. Like if you want to pay €5 a day and have the entire back catalogue there, that's fine. But I don't think you'd be happy paying €5 a day for the entire back catalogue of every Irish show that ever existed. You can only rent them. It's just too expensive. As I said, a lot of people have great ideas, but they don't understand how economics, business, and even human psychology works. But I'm up for trying everything. I'm up for trying all the things and seeing what works, because we just don't know what will work. So you have to do constant experiments. We're on to you. Harris has flavoured e-cigarettes targeted at children, and he wants them banned. Alright. Body and Soul part ways with Electric Picnic after 16 years. Alright. There you are. I think I've been emailing Body and Soul and Electric Picnic for 10 years, and they haven't let VeganSteven play. So I don't know what's going on with their emails, but sort your life out is all I have to say. People I don't think I even ever got a response email. Anyway, and I've been in a lot of different bands. People really need to cop on. A festival should not sell a single ticket on at least some of the majority acts have been announced. Well, you gotta earn. Okay, people don't understand how business works, but anyway, a sell-out business the Christmas before the event. It absolutely organisers, they should have a Peruvian pipe band headlining every night now for all they care. A Peruvian pipe band. That's very good. I like that. I enjoyed that. The Irish comments are spot on. They're spot on today. Woman missing in Castlebar found safe and well. Alright. She was just down in Tesco's, turns out. Northern Ireland, 11th hour plea made solicitors who fired shots at Ballymurphy give evidence inquests. Alright, listen, it's that special time of the show where you focus on your mental health. Oh yeah. Oh jeepers, what is going on here with the comments? Did you know Wales was once a part of Cambria? Cambio, there you are. Latinised Gaelic originally. Oh Jesus. CYMRU meaning the people. Alright. I am thus the whole lot of people for one person. Fair play. How you getting on? Listen. It's time for that special mental health time. So now's your time to bitch about your dog. Your dog never listens to you, and all that stuff. If you would like to check out the entire back catalogue of the VeganSteven Podcast, there's 61 episodes just of the Morning Espresso. That's this show right now. Action packed. Each episode is a different theme and so on. You can look up the themes. We've got themes on all sorts of yummy topics to veganism, mental health, and so on. So this is your time just to bitch about all the things. Go! Holy Jesus. It's absolutely on fire out there. The sky is on... Can you hear that fucking wind? Studio B is getting ready to blow away, everyone. It's getting ready to blow away. Do you guys want to happen in the shop? I think I'm packing the podcast. We'll just head off to the shop. Oh! Alright. How are you getting on? We're moving on to Russia today, because we got to find out what's going on in the world, alright? Here we go. Alright, listen. Mass shooting. This is Russia today. Gonna open a fresh cap off that water. And I'm gonna commit to drink it all. Woo! Throwing that cap away. This is how we do it on the VeganSteven Podcast. We just drink water. Like it's nothing. Like, yeah, okay. Mass shooting. Suspects. Who killed 6 in Czech hospital? Shit, he killed 6 lads in a Czech hospital. Takes own life while being chased by police. Jeez, that sounds mental. This is Russia today. This article is... It doesn't... to 10th of December. Today is the 10th of December. Fuck me. Instagram are losing you. Well, Stephen... Have a good one. Cats are snobs. It's all cat business to me. Alright. Says one in the comments. Watch predatory tropical fish out of water attack hovering drone. Alright. Then we have a lot of people jumping around throwing stuff at there's a lot of people throwing stuff at military vehicles here. It says Russian military delivers first humanitarian aid to RAQQA left in ruins by US led. Okay. So the Russians there delivered food and medical assistance to the residents of RAQQA, maybe Rakwa, maybe. So yeah, fair play to the old Russians. They like tooting their own horn, I'll give them that. As in, like, I don't know. Fair play to them. Sometimes when America gives aid, they're like, we'll give you a lot of food, but you have to give us like a third of your land or something mental. Or usually when America invades, they invade to... It's kind of complicated. It's kind of very complicated. But normally when a superpower invades, is to get the right to sell them stuff. It's to do with economic reasons and running a company as a business model and so on. That's why a lot of stuff doesn't really make sense. Like the whole Iraq thing wasn't about war. No, sorry, it wasn't about oil. It was about other stuff. But listen, what do I know? Let's see. Guided by prejudice and bias, India hits back. Can you guys hear that rain? My flippers. I'll turn this up. Listen to that. That's real life there, baby. Alright. India hits back at US after it threatens sanctions over citizenship bill. New Delhi slammed the US state-run religious freedom watchdog after it claimed that India's new citizenship bill discriminatory. Man, that's such a hard word to say. It's discrimination with ori at the end, like discriminatory towards a country of Muslims and threatened India with sanctions. Okay. I was watching a documentary and I'm going to quote, it said Europeans didn't like paying tariffs to Muslims. Now that's a quote to do a trade back, like we're going way back, but I'm so confused, like what is with the what is all with all this conflict like? I'm going to have to do more research to find out what's the history behind this kind of European Muslim kind of not, like there was obviously some kind of, one of them was invading the other or something, but I don't know what the history is behind it, because I'm just learning about it. Like I'm kind of new to the whole history and geography thing, so it's just really interesting to find out like where'd all this tension come from. Like, was one trying to invade the other? What the fuck's going on? So yeah, a lot of it was to do with trade routes to China and so on. There's a lot of wars over that. Yeah. And then we have some tennis player. It says she got her clothes off for a magazine. That's news apparently. And let's see what else we have. New Zealand volcano eruption survives. Jesus fuck. We're talking about the volcanoes again. We mentioned that earlier. US knows best. Washington threatens India with we talked that already. Okay. Oh my love, do you wanna hold my flaccid penis in my hand and jerk me off? Metaphorically, it's consensually. Did I make you cringe? Did I make you cringe? Here we go. Confidence building needed. Paris summit can receive Ukrainian peace process. Former Austrian FM tells RT. Reality is dawning on US media. The Venezuela coup, COUP, failed and Maduro's stronger. What next? Ask Russia to ease him out. Okay, that Maduro is spelled Maduro, and Venezuela, in case I spelled it wrong, is Venezuela. And then it says almost a year from the Trump administration's failed bid to oust Venezuela's socialist leader. The media is scrambling to make sense of where it all went wrong and finally admitting Nicolas Maduro is going nowhere. Okay. Moving on, let's see what those vegans are up to. Vegan influencer eats meat for 30 days. Shock fans. She's healthier than ... one day ago. Alright, let's call it publicity stunt, ladies and gentlemen. And if it works, it works. Deep and crisp and vegan. Oh my god. Says The Observer. Man, the Guardian just loves copy and pasting other people's articles. It's robbed an article off The Observer. You can even see The Observer in the picture. Okay, we're chilling out, we're relaxing. Deep and crisp and vegan. Now meat free. Festive fare goes exotic. And then it says vegan influencer, carnivore, yada 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 yada. A lot of vegan influencers are only like vegan like 4 days a week and shit like that. They're like, yeah, since I did this vegan diet, my boyfriend, a lot of people do the whole vegan thing for selfish reasons, which is fine. There's a lot of great selfish reasons to do it. Moving on. I personally do it for the animals, but that's my own agenda. You guys do your own thing. Alright, Jack Black. Everyone should consider going vegan, says Jack Black. Is he vegan? I don't know. He likes food. Anyway, Jack Black just said that everyone should consider going vegan for the environment. Along with Norma Lum. Yeah. It's kind of weird because people will only do things for selfish reasons. So like they still don't give a fuck about animals. Alright, listen, we're just gonna keep moving because I don't want this to be too much about veganism. That's just one thing in life, and there's a lot more to life than what you eat. Oh yeah, nobody knows it. I'm singing a cover of some song, yeah. Oh! Jack Black urges everyone to consider going vegan. Okay, like anytime I watch a video of Black Jack, he's eating a load of meat and eating out. Like, so I don't know. Like, whatever. I don't know. Do whatever you want, Jack Black. I like your films. I think you're a cool guy. I'd definitely go for a pint with you and smoke. Meat. Okay. Accommodating restaurants serve single banana slice. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. Normally the vegan option is just like a fucking fart. They just give you a fucking fart and then they go, oh, that's your vegan option, go fuck yourself. Sorry, I'm a bit moody this morning. Let's see. Irish news, world news, the journal, Russia Today, vegan news. What am I forgetting? People. Let's see. I'm gonna look up crutch. Psychological. because that's really what I want to talk about. A psychological crutch. I keep fascinating about women in work. Okay, that's not really what I'm talking about. Physical and modes of motorcycle. What is the best physical feature? Okay, I'm not sure if the term I'm looking for actually exists or psychological. It's a hard word to spell. I think I keep spelling physical by accident. What's the difference between a cycle? Okay, here we go. What signs of physical attraction? Oh, for fuck's sake. How do you know if a man is sexually attracted to you? Oh, Jesus. What's crush in love? Fucking hell. Sure, we'll find out. How do you know if a man is sexually attracted to you? Right, here he goes. He stays... Jesus, this is so annoying. Anyway, listen. We're reading it. We're committing. This is on sexyconfidence.com. Right, sexyconfidence.com is this to say. Now, it has 20, but it's only giving us the first. It's a lot of dots. Oh, here we go. So how do you find out if VeganSteven fancies you? Here we go. He stays really close to you. When he talks, he's on you like glue. Alright. He sits with his legs spread. Only if he's fucking confident he does. He blushes. Alright. He touches you often. If he has confidence he does. He makes great eye contact. Is it because he wants to eat you or because he likes you? I don't know. He notices other men checking you out. Okay. He talks in a deeper voice when you're near him. Lol. He flirts hard. I like saying stuff to girls like oh my god, there's a big delay. Normally I can just come up with jokes like boom, but I'm having a delay. Something about, do you ever see a girl with hairy legs? Oh my god. You just be there walking. This is how you can't say that it's sexist and hairy legs are empowering to women. Alright, fine. But I was just there walking down the street, minding my own business outside the GPO. There's some woman, I was like, oh my god, if that woman, I would walk a mile to smell her dirty underwear like that. This woman is pure filth. Like I would do all the things. Physical urges. I don't know. Maybe she's a dickhead. Maybe she's a lovely person. I don't know her. It was just a physical urge. It was a moment in time. It's just a natural instinct or whatever. So it's just like, listen, I'm a man. There's a fucking woman. I have a natural bodily urge. Whatever. Doesn't mean I'm going to do anything about it. Now, looking down, saw hairy legs, and I was like, nah. It can't be hairy legs. Like, it can't. There's no way someone this beautiful could have hairy legs. Oh god. But yeah, she had hairy legs, and needless to say, I kind of threw up all over myself. Not really. Okay, I'm going to finish the podcast in this one story because just in case there's any women out there who don't hate me yet, I'm just going to make sure you fucking hate. So here we go. So this is one of the funniest moments in my life that ever happened to me. I was in college. I'm going to leave you with this story. I'm going to fuck off. Instagram, I'll see you later. Instagram's already banned. So I was in college and there was this woman getting sick. She's like, oh my god, I got sick. She's heavily pregnant. She was like, oh my god, I have to get sick. And one of her colleagues was like, oh, I'll help you get sick, you know, because we're friends or whatever. And she was like a lecturer, so there was a certain amount of pressure on her to look respectable. So she's like, right, I'm heavily pregnant. I'm going to get sick in this bin now because I'm heavily pregnant and I have to get sick. And even though I'm a lecturer in the school and all my students can see me, this is what my body's telling me to do right now. I don't have much of a choice because I'm heavily pregnant. She started throwing up all over the bin like, the bin was fucking destroyed with vomit. Teachers start fucking legging it over to her, getting magazines. They started creating a funnel around her mouth. And she was just going, calling for Huey. Right? Just getting sick everywhere. And there was people like trying to roll up a magazine, creating a funnel so she wouldn't be getting sick on the bin. She'd be getting sick into the hole. It was one of those little eco-friendly fucking holes where they got one little thing for recycling that's fucking tiny, and one little cute little thing. She's like getting fucking sick all over the place. She got this little magazine and everyone was like, oh, that's nasty. Right? I was there about to pass out from not breathing because I was just so busy laughing. I was fucking collapsing. I was fucking slapping the wall. I was trying to... This is before video phones and shit were really taking off, so I was just paralysed with fucking the happiest moment of my fucking life. And then the smell hit me. And I had to leave. Because once you smell that smell, you start gagging yourself. It's fucking disgusting. But listen, that's one of the highlights of my life. When I'm on my deathbed and they're like, listen, we're going to pull the plug. And they pull the plug and your whole life flashes before your eyes. That's what's going to be flashing behind. That's what's going to be my life. That's just going to be that moment flashing before my eyes. Listen, this was the VeganSteven Podcast. I'm here to fill you up with confidence. You can follow your dreams. Today we talked about crutches. And yeah, crutches. Whether that's, you know, a lot of people for their crutches, you know, putting on makeup or... Oh God, how do I do a podcast today? I'm coming across as sexist. I know how to do it. I have a co-anchor who's a woman. Sword. Alright, so that's that sword. Yeah, alright, that's it. That's your lot. Get the fuck out. I love you very much, and I have a lot of conflicting feelings about you. Mwah.